WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. The NBA season is heating up. Here to discuss the madness of the hardwood, we have Justis, Danny, Antonio, and Nijee. Nijee, we're going to start with you, and we're going to start in Chi City. DeMar DeRozan has been absolutely hooping this year. It's been a career year from a lot of people didn't want him in the free agency market, but the Bulls did pick him up. Do you consider him to be an MVP candidate this year?
He's my MVP candidate. Based off his stats, he averaged 28 points, 5 assists, and shooting on 50% shooting. And that's a lot. That's a lot to say for a shooting guard. He's shooting at least 3 threes per game, and he just broke Will Chamberlain's record for the most points, the most games with 35+ points straight, and with 50% shooting. That's unheard of. Like in no way he might be MVP candidate.
Now, that's bold right there. Justis, do you agree with him?
I don't agree with you. DeMar DeRozan is having a career year, and I do think that he's been one of the most underrated players in the league. But if you're talking about MVP, you're talking about everything, both sides of the ball. Yes, he is scoring a lot, and he's doing it efficiently. Not from three, but he's doing it efficiently. But you got guys like Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who fills up the stat sheet in every single category. Give DeMar DeRozan the scoring title, most improved, but I don't think he's anywhere close to MVP.
Antonio?
I got to agree with Nijee. He is an MVP. Remember, Levine's out, Caruso, and Ball, and he stepped up. He stepped up dramatically. He stepped his game. Like Nijee said, he beat Will Chamberlain's record, and the last Bull to do it was Michael Jordan. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's breaking records that Michael Jordan had, and that's something to say for a Chicago Bull record. Now, Danny, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see this coming from him. He was a measly 20-point-per-game scorer last year with the Spurs, and now he's up that 10 points. How do you feel about that, and do you think he's an MVP candidate as well?
Well, Samory, you could blame, no offense, you could blame Pop on that. Team-oriented over there. They kill stats over there. But regardless, DeMarvelous, I'm going to be that middle ground. He's an MVP candidate, but I wouldn't say he's the lead candidate. He's leading the league in fourth quarter scoring. He has the clutch gene. And to put things in perspective, they were the 11th seed last year, and now they're the 3rd seed, and that's in large in part due to him.
Yeah. And speaking of seeding, gentlemen, the Eastern Conference has been amazing this year. So many different teams that can be in the race. But if we take a look at the standings here, we'll just see how close the race is. And if we take a look here, we'll go from the bottom up. The Cleveland Cavaliers, which is so surprising, they are 36-26 with the 5th seed. They don't even have their best player in Colin Sexton. The Milwaukee Bucks are 38-25, are defending champions in the 4th seed. The Philadelphia 76ers are 38-23, the new look team. We have the Chicago Bulls, who we just talked about, 39-23, and we also have the Miami Heat in the 1st seed at 41-22. Now, Danny, we're going to throw it to you now. Out of all those, maybe a team that was not up there might be there, but who are you going to take out of the East, this loaded East this year?
This is a tough question, Samory. There's like 3 or 4 teams that could come out of it. All I know is it's finna be a movie in the East playoffs, but I gotta go with the defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. They're 4th in the league in scoring. They're 2nd in the league in rebounding, and a large part to their success is due to their big 3, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo. They're heading Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and then they have guys like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, and because of that, I just trust them.
Antonio?
I'm taking the current 1 seed right now, the Miami Heat. They have Kyle Lowry, who's already won a championship, PJ Tucker, who's already won a championship, Bam Adebayo, who locks that paint down, Jimmy Butler, who shoots the ball good, and PJ Tucker, who defends. And they have Hero, who's easily the 6th man of the year, who's averaging 21 points off the bench.
They might be in there for most improved as well. Nijee?
I'm taking 76ers. I'm taking the modern-day Kobe and Shaq duo.
Stop.
Understand. It ain't been 3 games. But you have to understand this. Harden is the best fit on that team. The Sixers won the trade. They kept the young youth. They kept everything they needed, the defense, everything. The Nets lost the trade. So, and Ben Simmons is not playing. So, and Kyrie played half the game. So I don't know what to talk about.
Justis?
Apparently, all you have to do to be the new Shaq and Kobe is beat the Knicks and the Pelicans, apparently. I don't know.
That's crazy.
The best player in the world is back. Kevin Durant came back last night, dropped, what, 32? Something
I
like
think
that?
he had 31.
Didn't they lose?
Ridiculous.
Didn't they lose?
4-0.
Justis, who are you going to take?
I'm obviously taking the Brooklyn Nets. Look, the Nets already were a problem, but now after the James Harden trade, which the Nets won, by the way, they are a deep team, 12 players deep. 12 players deep, right? And the 76ers, James Harden and Doc Rivers on the same team. We're about to see a monumental.
That smells very fraudulent.
Very fraudulent. A monumental breakdown in the playoffs. The Nets are about to be the most dangerous 7th seed of all time.
Okay, who guarding James Harden?
Kevin Durant.
Embiid?
Joel Embiid?
Yeah, who guarding Embiid?
Who's guarding Kyrie Irving?
Is Kyrie playing home games?
Well, guess what?
Possibly.
Guess what, gentlemen? Nobody can guard Ja Morant right now, as the Memphis Grizzlies are amazing this year. They're starting hot at 43-20. They're sitting third. They're right behind Golden State. So, Antonio, we're going to go to you. How good have the Grizzlies been, and do you think they're going to be a legitimate threat?
You know what? I think they do. Let's look at some team stats. So they average 113 points per game, 25 assists, 49 rebounds per game, and 10 steals. And then it's not all about Ja Morant. They still can. It depends who they get in the first matchup. They got it the first round, get the kinks out. Then after that, they'll be cooking.
Yes.
They're legit candidates, in my opinion.
Justis? Now, Justis, we see their stats. Now, take us through Ja Morant because, wow, how he went from last year to this year, it's been amazing.
It has been amazing. I do agree with Antonio. I do think they are legitimate threats, and I think it is because of Ja Morant. I mean, he's averaging 27, 5 and 6 on 49% field goal shooting, almost basically 50% field goal shooting. You talked about DeMar DeRozan. I think he's having an even better season than him. And if you look at Memphis as a team, they play defense, they shoot from the outside, they play the Warriors really well. I think they could be able to surprise some people this year.
Nijee?
I wouldn't say better season than DeMar DeRozan, but I'm saying we watching the face up. We watching the next star in the NBA as he grow, and I feel like he's the best in the draft in his draft class. Like the thing he doing on his court is is game like. It really is game like. But they are legit.
Danny, close us out.
Make it 4 for 4 right here. I think they are legit too. They're third in the league in scoring. They're 8th in defensive rating, so they play both sides of the ball. They lead the league in rebounding. They lead the league in blocks. And it's not just all Ja Morant, even though he's having an amazing season. They're deep, and they went 12-3 without him, so they can win games with or without Ja Morant.
Now, gentlemen, I'm not going to even look at the prompter for this one because I'm very upset to read this. But one team that's definitely not legitimate is the Los Angeles Lakers?
Fake show.
Well, the fake show, whatever you want to call it. Justis, we'll go to you, and I'm going to have to get around on this one. What's happening? Why are the Lakers so bad, and what do they need to do to get better if that's possible? Because I don't think so.
If we're talking about this season, I don't think that is possible. I think they're just not a good team right now. They have LeBron James, so obviously the expectations of them as a team is pretty high. But, I mean, Anthony Davis has missed, what? How many games has he missed? He's missed 24 games this season. I can't even call him Day to Davis. He misses like week to week.
It's worse than that, month to month.
Seeing him on the sideline with street clothes, it makes me so angry.
Why do you think they call him street clothes? Because he's always in them.
Not to mention Russell Westbrook has been struggling all season, and their bench is not good. They're not a serious team that we should be talking about right now. They're 9th in the Western Conference, 15th ranked defense in the league, mid. That's all I can say. They're mid.
Najee.
They old and they getting cooked by younger players. That's all I gotta say.
By Reggie Jackson last night.
real
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
It's like watching old Matt the Reg play ball and think they still got it from their prime. Like they getting cooked by
From
everybody
way
back in the days, but like they still getting cooked. All honestly, the Lakers the year is done, most likely.
Danny.
Man, it's all negativity here, guys.
Yes.
Honestly, the Lakers suck.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. I don't want to. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, it's the injuries. It's injuries." No, dude. They don't defend. They're like Oprah. They give everything away with the ball. So many turnovers. Shooters can't shoot, and they don't shoot free throws. So like, what are we really expecting from this team? They're not good. They are what the record is. They're a bad team, and to look to the future, try to get off Westbrook, man.
An Oprah reference on the desk. I've seen it all now. Antonio, go ahead.
I'm blaming everyone. That whole team and coaching staff is horrendous. Westbrook, put him to the bench, something. He's just a joke. The LeBron doesn't play enough defense for the team. Davis just trade him. He's useless. He's doing nothing for the team. Nothing. And Westbrook just can't shoot.
Yeah.
Westbrook he just throws it off the backboard at this point.
I got a couple questions for you, gentlemen. Is LeBron James ever going to play defense again? Is Russell Westbrook ever going to be the same? No.
I think LeBron knows that there's
there's
no
one more
real chance
question. There's one more question. Is Anthony Davis ever going to play basketball again?
No.
That's a
It's a great
question.
question.
That's a very good
He
question.
might never play ever again.
Is Rob Pelinka going to get a brain? I doubt it.
No, the next time AD play, he's gonna be in the East.
Real question
No,
is who's the next Lakers coach? Because he's going to be fired after the end of the season anyway.
Well, the GM, you did a bad job. But don't forget to follow us at SportsSWP on Twitter and Instagram for updates and more. Join us next week as Jimmy Patton will be guest hosting and as we stay with the softball team. We have our NBA crew coming back, and we have an off-season NFL block. We would like to give a special thank you to all the cast and crew, and a big shout out to the tall man, Al Clark. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, I'm Samory Rose, and we'll see you guys next time.